Have you ever thought about what darkness is? Like literally, scientifically, physics, right? So light is electromagnetic radiation, either a wave or a particle. Most people picture it popularly as a particle. Like a wave of a bunch of photons fired at you from the sun and bounces off an object into your eye, and you perceive that thing as white or black or shiny or dark or whatever. Whatever the case, light is flying around in waves of particles through the darkness, lighting it up. Darkness doesn't actually exist, right? In that sense, darkness is really a word or a concept we use to describe the absence of these particles or these waves called light. In the same way, I wonder if we misname or misunderstand darkness in society and in the world. We ascribe malevolence so often when incompetence will do. But especially with darkness, we say like the darkness is approaching, the darkness is coming upon us, fear the darkness, the sky is falling. I don't think that's what we're seeing. I think we're seeing lights go out. The craziness that swept the world for 3 years, where people were unwilling to look at evidence, people were contradicting themselves, sticking their fingers in their ears, that's not darkness overcoming light. That's people refusing to speak up. That's light going out. That's people hiding the light that they have. And so last year, my advice was, hey, let's find the lights in the darkness as the darkness grows, and let's hang around those lights. I think the onus is on us this year to not just find the lights, but in 2023 to be the lights, the metaphorical light, to be the light in every place. If it's your workplace, if it's your family, take the responsibility of being a light. Because if you don't, that's when darkness overcomes. That's that famous quote, falsely attributed to Edmund Burke. More likely is John Stuart Mill, the famous utilitarian. But the quote that all it takes for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. All it takes for darkness to overcome is for people to turn their lights out. So why don't we be brave this year in 2023? And even though it's the Blitz, and we're supposed to turn our lights out and hide from the German bombers, why don't we be brave and turn our little lights on? Speak up when you see something. Stand up for reason or rationality or whatever it is that your religion, your beliefs, your value structure, your experiences, what you see. When everyone else says the emperor is fully clothed and you're the little kid, the only one, we can all see he's naked, but no one's willing to say it. Be the kid that says, no, he's naked. Speak. And speaking is not just getting on social media and yelling. It's having the balls, sorry ladies, it's having the courage to be a light in whatever way you can be a light. Maybe it's unpopular in lockdowns to visit your neighbours, but you know your neighbour is struggling. So you make meals for them. That's a big no-no in COVID season. And you make your own judgments to do it safely and so on, but you make meals for them and you break the rules and you give them some meals and you bring some light into their world. We certainly did this in our street. Maybe that's being the light. But the point is, being a light in darkness is when it's difficult, when there's oppression, when there's darkness, when there's opposition, you turn your light on and that fights back against the darkness. That, I think, is what we need to do in 2023. And take heart, light the tiniest little candle in a dark space. The darkness cannot overcome it. It's there's an old saying, fear knocked, faith answered, no one was there. I think that's the case with darkness. If enough people turn on their lights, they'll discover, wow, the darkness isn't that powerful after all.